Hey guys, good morning and welcome to my week 12 return to marathon training wrap-up video. So, for those guys new to my channel, I was training for another marathon last year and have taken 2 months off due to injury, and so basically kind of starting all over, starting from scratch to some degree. And so if you're new to running in general, or if you've come back from an injury, this is definitely going to give you some inspiration and let you know with steady progress, improvements can be seen and seen quickly, so to speak. Okay, so my first 10 weeks back, I added 1 mile to my run every single time I ran. I ran 3 days a week and went to the gym 3 days a week. So week 1 was 1 mile times 3 days, of course progressing. And then week 10 was 10 miles every time I ran for 3 days. And so come week 11, I added a long run on my Thursday run, so I ran 12 miles. And then this week, on week 14, I ran 14 miles for my long run. So that's way I'm using this off time to get my legs conditioned and my system comfortable with the duration and the distance. So this way when I do get into my official training cycle for my next marathon, I already have the long runs covered, and so it's not going to be as taxing on my legs, which is a good thing. So continuing with the new format I kind of rolled out last week, we're going to go ahead and do that again this week because I enjoy it. So with that said, Tuesday's run, of course, you're coming off of 3 day, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, yeah. So you basically have your 3 days off, which is fine. So Tuesday's run, not a bad run. Definitely seeing improvement with my recovery time, and so let's go ahead and let's go ahead and take a look. Good morning, guys, and welcome to Tuesday. Can we read this? I need to download a better weather app for the purpose of my videos here. Okay, 54 degrees out. Clearly this thing doesn't do all that humidity fun stuff. So I'm going to get 37% down there in the corner. 37%. No wind. Okay, I think I felt some, but app says no wind. Anyhow, maybe I don't know. Maybe if I dress a little warm, because it showed like 50 degrees this morning. So went out in long shirt, short sleeve shirt, running pants. Although no gloves or hat, but I just questioned that only because I thought the heart rate was just a little high today. But let's take a look, see how things turned out. 45 hours, nice, under 2 days. This is rock. I am so happy. You guys know this. I always overtrain. I notoriously overtrain. I never let my body fully recover and come back and do it again. Here you go, 8:23 average mile. Any improvements? Probably not. Not yet, but that's fine. That's fine. Can't expect improvements, VO2 improvements every week, but you never know. Anyhow, that's it for Tuesday's run. Well, what'd you think? That was Tuesday. So now let's look at Tuesday's run by the numbers. So here we have Tuesday. Again, 10-mile run, 52 degrees, average pace 8:23. Not too bad. Pace is pretty consistent. My stride length is pretty consistent. That's fine. Mile 8, I was happy to say, was the only mile that I actually ran slower than the 8:30 mile. Everything else on average pace outside my warm-up mile was definitely under an 8.5 minute mile. So that made me happy. I certainly not going to complain there. Of course, I don't know why this is up. I don't know why Alright, so with that, outside my 8.5 minute mile, 8.5 minute mile, not too bad. Most importantly, average heart rate, kept my average heart rate in the 158, 159 range. And that was the goal for Tuesday. So, not too bad on Tuesday. So, definitely had ample time to recover for Thursday's run, which is great. And so, and then this week when I've been going to the gym, when I do my full body workout, and then I just get on the treadmill for just 1 mile, just kind of work some of the lactate out, and I'm using just this 1 mile run on treadmill as a way of improving to some degree improving my running economy, but most importantly, just getting the turnover in my legs. What I mean by that? And that is, at my comfort, whenever I feel comfortable, I just keep wrapping up the speed. I keep wrapping up the speed to a point where the last, say, 500ths of a mile, I'm running this at about a 6:48 pace. So I'm definitely bringing it down to my sub 3 hour marathon pace, which is a 6:52 pace. I'm getting the turnover back on my legs, even just for the short distance. And I think that's going to be a great thing, because that is going to help with my running economy overall. And I really think that's really played into it, really helped out in its own way, because let's go ahead and take a look at Thursday's run. And Thursday's run, you'll see some interesting things. Take a look. Good morning, guys, and welcome to Thursday of week 12 of my return to marathon training. All right, as you can see, it's 63 degrees out this morning. I had left 2 hours ago and it was 53. So definitely getting warmer. Definitely try to dress a little warm for the cold morning, but I went out in shorts. So definitely before the halfway mark, I was nice and warmed up. All right, 23% humidity. Oh, real quick, got this yesterday from FedEx. Took an order this from Walmart.com. So this came in yesterday. I'll be watching this tonight. Look forward to seeing this. I never seen it in the movie, so look forward to seeing that on my big screen here. All right. So let's take a look here. You see an hour, 59 minutes, 11 seconds. Okay, my guess is, and we'll see if we're right. We figure what? My recovery time on 10 miles was what? 45 hours. So you figure 4.5 hours per mile. And you figure today I had 4 extra miles. So that'd be an extra 18 hours. So let's say 65 hour recovery time, 68. Let's see if we keep it under 3 days. All right, 53, even better, even better. So you heard me guess, because I figured 4.5 hours per mile. That figured 18 plus 45. Well, that'd be 53. Okay, right on. Cool. So here we go. 14.04 miles. I averaged an 8:29 mile. Not too bad. Not too bad. I will confess, the first 10 miles, easy, no problems there. Everything was going by the numbers. The next 2, because I ran 12 last week Thursday. Next 2, a little challenging, but not too bad. I respected them because I ran them last week. The final 2, new territory. So I definitely kind of brought it down a little bit. And you'll see on Sunday, shy of I think 2 miles or 2 splits. Yeah, two splits. I was able to keep it under an 8:40 pace. I remember one at 8:43, and another one was 8:55, only because I got caught at the street with the cars. I ended up playing a little game of Frogger. So I was kind of impressed. Frogger, 13 miles into the game. Frogger, for those who don't know, basically I'm dodging cars at top speed. Anyhow, get rid of that. So nothing like a quick sprint for your life across the street, 13 miles into the game. But that was all good. Oh, any achievements? I don't think so. Okay, good, holding steady. But, all right, that's all I've got for you guys this morning. That was Thursday's run. And in the video, I mentioned how 13 miles into it, I did that little sprint across the street. Very interesting thing on that. Because take a look here, let's switch over. So this is Thursday's run, just a little further down the canal than my usual 10-mile run, which is fine. And we come down here, and here we go. Mile 13, this is where I got caught at the light, 8:55, waiting for traffic. But when I decided to go sprint across the street, I was able to pull out a 5:54 pace. The 5:54 pace on 13-mile-old legs. I'm not complaining. I think that's I think that says a lot, especially because you heard in my video, or my run wrap-up video, and that is, yeah, I mean, some fatigue, fatigue was setting in because I had not run 14 or 13, 14 miles yet this year. And so, as we know, the first 10, I do this all the time. I'm pretty conditioned of that. The next two, making it 12, I did that once the week before. But the last two, 13 and mile 14, that was totally new to my legs because I had not run that far yet this training cycle. And so, knowing that 13 miles into my run, my legs could pull out a sub 6 when needed, that was impressive. Clearly impressive. And look at the recovery time. Look at how much my recovery time has come down. That makes me really happy. I personally look forward to the day, and I don't know if I'll see this, I look forward to the day where I can run a 14, 16 mile run and have under 2 days of recovery. That would be cool. So, certainly not complaining there. And then, week 12, we wrap up with Saturday's run. Saturday's run is always a tough deal for me because I get home, this past Saturday, got home about 7:25. I have to make breakfast, pack my lunch, get my shower, and be out the door in all under 30 minutes, or about 30 minutes. And so Saturday's run is always very tight. Even when I leave, I ask myself, okay, I have to leave on time, and then I look at my pace. I'm thinking, based on my pace, how many extra minutes am I going to give myself when I get home? So it's kind of like one of those things. But again, just one of those things. Most importantly was, as you know, as you guys, for those of you who follow me, Thursday's run, my long runs, really helped to make my 10-mile runs easier because I'm not running as far. So it's kind of cool. So, without ruining the surprise, let's go ahead and take a look at Saturday's run.
Good morning, guys, and welcome to Saturday, week 12 of my return to marathon training. All right, well, what a day we had. Nice weather out this morning. No complaints there. Okay, let's see. I will admit, though, I had an awesome run. I think my late night Dorito snack really kind of did it, but who knows? All I know, it was a strong run. And the goal today was run on a 160 heart rate because it was only 10 miles. I mean, it's not like it's going to be 14. So I decided to pick it up. And, well, to be honest with you, take a look. 43 hours. Nice. Even on this heart rate. I'm certainly not complaining. Here we go. 7:59 mile, and that includes coming to stops, sometimes crossing streets and things, and of course, the first mile, which is always slow. Very nice. A sub 8 on a 160. I could live with that. Anything to report here? Yes, I knew it. Boy, oops, I did it again. VO2 max time. Certainly not complaining about that one. Absolutely. All right. Well, as you might imagine, I'm all smiles, so no complaints there. All right, so I will go ahead and stop for now and get you guys all caught up on Sunday. Till then.
What'd you think? Surprise! Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? My VO2 max went up again, and recovery time continues to drop, so I'm totally ecstatic over that. I certainly couldn't be happier as far as, getting back and running and seeing those improvements. So that makes me totally happy. It really, really does. And so that's all I've got for you guys today or this week. Wrapping up my first 12 weeks of returning to running. And again, I want to share everything with you guys because sometimes when you're at the top of your game, life feels good. And then you take time off because life happens, injury happens, whatever happens. And then you come back and you're a snail, you're a turtle, you're a slug, whatever you want to call yourself. You're not the rabbit you once were. And getting back to that rabbit speed, whatever your rabbit speed is, does take time. And I'm living proof of that. And most importantly, out of everything we read, everything we don't read, clearly sticking to only long runs makes a big difference. makes a real big difference because VO2 max is coming back and I'm happy with that. So how quickly will it bump again? Will it be 1 week? Will it be 2 weeks out? We'll find out. Anyhow, that's all I've got for you guys today. Hope you liked today's video. If you did, please hit the like button. If you have any questions or comments, please post them below. If you're new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe because right now during pre-season training, every week I'll post a weekly summary video to let you know how I'm coming back to my running and getting myself back ready for season, which will start in June for my next marathon, which will be marathon number 10 for me. So, and my first sub 3 hour marathon at that. So again, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, stay tuned. And again, if not, post your questions and comments below. I always address them. Hit the like button if you hit the like button. And I will see you guys next week. Until then, have a great week. Take care.